Perfect. I still see some people coming in here and there. Let's give it about 1 or 2 minutes more for everybody to settle in. I'm still seeing some people coming into the room. And then about 3:10, I'm going to start the meeting. Perfect. I see everybody getting in. Hope that you can all hear and see me well enough. I hope you can see my screen and that everybody can see the beautiful Medstrade picture. We will be recording this meeting and we will later on put the recording into the Exhibitor portal, in which you'll see in messages on top where you can find it, and so you can review all the questions that have been asked, all information that has been given. All right, I guess it's time to go. It's time to kick off the meeting. Hi, everybody. Welcome and thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited to have you all here and to have everybody get ready for Medstrade. We're counting down to 5 weeks before the show starts. We are more than ready, and we're even so much more excited to welcome you to the show floor. So this is the agenda that we'll be looking at with you today. I'll start with a short welcome, give you a quick update on how we're doing. We're going to see how you're doing in preparations. We're making the most out of your show. We're looking, of course, at important practicalities, and we're looking at the deadline overview and who to contact. Kindly note, as mentioned, this Q&A, webinar is being recorded and the Q&A can be asked through the chat or in the Q&A function. My colleague Jobien, she's in charge. She'll see all questions coming in. Sometimes she'll reply, and the most important questions will get through them in the end. So let's get started. The preparations for Medstrade, they are going really well. We are almost sold out for Super Yacht Pavilion. We are completely sold out. We're looking forward to a 2019 level of Medstrade, and we're so excited to have a full show floor and even more visitors and exhibitors. I wanted to give you a quick overview or a quick opportunity to meet the team before we start. In case you see any of us walking around during build-up and you have any pressing questions, do come find us, tap us on our shoulder, and we're happy to help. I'd like to introduce myself just for a little bit. I'm International Partnership Manager with the Medstrade team, and you'll see me and my colleagues Romy and Peter from sales walking around on the show floor as well. In case you cannot find us, or in case you don't see our faces anywhere near, go to front office during the show and they'll help you set up along the way. We're going into your preparations. I do hope you're just as me looking forward, and we're really counting down to 5 weeks. I wanted to get you to the most important one, the 4 systems, or how I'd like to call them, the 4 pillars, into getting you ready for the show. The first one is the Exhibitor portal. This is the portal to find any and all information getting ready for the show and getting ready for Medstrade. It's your key, and basically without it, there's no full Medstrade experience. So this is a very important one, and I hope you've been able to all log into the portal. The second one is the web shop. It's accessed through the Exhibitor portal, and you'll be using it for items to order in or at the stand. there's a separate login for the webshop, and you'll go to the webshop via the Exhibitor portal. Third and very important one, stand layout form. Without this form, no design stand. Please use this form to design your stand, and note two very important things. There's a deadline and a separate login. Last but not least, for the 4 pillars, to hand in your graphics, we will send you a separate link after you have handed in our stand layout form. Please fill in the stand layout form before getting the link to the graphics. This link helps you to design your stand and make sure that everything is well ordered. Don't worry, this may have gone a little too fast. I'm getting into detail onto the next slide. The Exhibitor portal. So, as mentioned, it's the start of your participation. There is a login codes that you'll receive in the email. You'll find any and all general information, and I'd like to guide you through the most important ones. So if you can see the picture, if you find my checklist, this is where you'll find all deadlines, anything that's important. We've put it in there just to make sure that you have a complete overview. The part messages, it tells you where there's the most important messages, for example, for this online webinar. And if you look with me through the top of the Exhibitor portal, you'll find general information, your participation, promotion, travel and stay. These are all topics that have different information in them. For example, if we look at your participation, this is where you'll find anything you need to get ready for the show. For example, badges, to which we get a little later in this presentation. If we look at promotions, you'll find any and all information how to get ready for the show and how to promote you being at Medstrade through our different platforms. And of course, travel and stay, you'll find some more information on to stay with us in Amsterdam, but also, and I'll get to that topic later, what to do about the situation at Schiphol right now. If you don't see any of these topics on the top right of your screen, this means that you're entering an old Exhibitor portal. The Exhibitor portals are active a little while after you've been with us. So please be careful. If you don't see any of these 4 topics, it means that you're, for example, in 2021 and not in 2022. So going on to the webshop. This webshop is entered via the Exhibitor portal, and you have to log in with a separate link. Being in the webshop, it helps you to get any and all products and services all additional to your stand. We can look at stand catering, we can look at meeting rooms, you can order internet connections, electricity, anything that you need to make sure that your show is the best you can do. You can have it added on via the web shop. You pay straight away and it's delivered in or at your stand or whenever you want it to be at your requested time and place. Looking into the stand layout form, as mentioned, no stand layout form means no design stand. This is very important. I don't want to press it enough as much as I can. The stand layout form, it's been sent to you via a separate link. So you have to enter with the login details that have been given to you. It helps us to set up your booth the way you want it to. It helps us to get the name for your display. It helps us to make sure you have the right color of carpet. We can look into where you want the lights to be, where you want the storage to be. So it really makes sure that your booth is up to your standards and the way you want it to be designed. And without a handed in stand layout form, it means that we can only provide a standard stand. Very important is that the deadline is coming up really fast. We're looking into the 17th of October when the stand layout form needs to be handed in with us. That's next week, Monday. In case you hear any exhibitor or you're one of those who hasn't handed it in this week, please do. And please make sure if you have any questions, you come and find us. Again, it's sent through a separate link. And most important, the graphics, which is the next slide, will be sent to you after you've handed in the stand layout form. So to upload your graphics in the stand, we have created a separate platform. It's easy to use. You have instant feedback on your graphics. So if you put any of the graphics there and it's not the right size or form, the system automatically tells you that it's not the right one, but it also gives you automatic confirmation that you are on the right track and that your graphics are good to go. Kindly note that if you have handed in the stand layout form, the link for the graphics, it may take up to 5 days to get to you in the email. So if you didn't get it right away or automatically, give us some time to get this link to you. In case you haven't received it 5 days after you've handed in the stand layout form, please do get in touch with us. Kindly note that this is also why the deadline for the graphics has been pushed to the 21st of October. So 5 days after the 17th. All right. So we're getting into the badges a little bit, which is a topic into the Exhibitor portal, which you'll see there. There's 2 types of badges. So we have the Exhibitor badges and the construction badges. Important to know is that both have to be ordered through the Exhibitor portal, and there's a distinction between the 2, meaning that the construction badges, these are valid during the early decoration period, which is November 12th and 13th, and you need these badges in order to get onto the show floor and make sure that you are ready and good to go to set up your stand. These badges will have to be scanned through QR code, but everything is explained in the Exhibitor portal on that as well. For the Exhibitor badges, these are valid from the 14th onward, so this means the last day of build-up. It's 2 hours before and 2 hours after openings time to which you can use the Exhibitor badges. And again, it helps you to get onto the show floor and make sure that you can decorate the stand as much as you want to. I wanted to show you a little bit about what it looks like on the Exhibitor portal. So you see, if you go to your participation and you go to badges, you'll see Exhibitor badges on the one hand, in which you have the registration link, and construction badges on the other hand, in which you have to register for the construction badge. Both you have to click on the link, and then it automatically gets you to a system called Visit Connect, to which you can make sure that your whole team, you and your colleagues, are set up and ready to go for when you need access to the show floor. Now, this is all about preparation, but we do want to make the most out of your show. Let's look into how we do that. Most important is to invite your clients. More invitations means higher results, and it really helps you to make sure that you are viewed and ready to go. You'll find any and all information on this under the topic promotion in the Exhibitor portal. You can use banners in the email, you can use a personal registration link, and you can see, for example, one of the tickets that you have here, send it to your to all your guests and visitors that you want to come. And research shows that exhibitors who send out invitations, they achieve a 40% higher yield on average from their participation. So it's really important that if you have the opportunity to do so, get all your clients to see the Medstrate show, have them invited personally by you through the link. This is done free of charge, so you can use this link whenever you want to, and it will also be free of charge during the show. So you can really help them to get into the show floor and get entry for all the guests. So that's it about promoting yourself. We can also look into promoting and visibility on the show floor itself. So we still have some availability looking into indoor and outdoor media solutions. There's still 3 days to look into the floor banners, stickers, billboards, exposure towers. So these are really the offline media solutions. There's still some availability, so contact us if you're still interested. And this is a very great way to promote yourself. If we look into online solutions, this is still possible to be sold by us before the show or during the show, but we do it all year round. An online solution, you can think of ways to highlight your exhibitor on the website, to have display banners on the website. We can do an advertorial in the newsletter, or even a social media post. So if we look into online promotions as well, there's still some availabilities, and these last a little bit longer. They don't have a deadline. Important practicalities. So this is the one where we look into everything that's important for you to know. Loading and unloading. So since to 2021, we have a new system where all other vehicles than cars have to reserve a time slot. The positive effect of this is that freight deliveries can unload easier without any queue. So it means that they can straight up go ahead whenever they've reserved their time slot, and they have easier access to the show floor as well. So this system, the logistic management system, for those of you who were there in 2021, you know already, but for those of you who were there in 2019, this is a completely new thing for freight deliveries. You can reserve this time slot from the 19th of October onwards. So in a little bit, you can make sure that your freight deliveries can come to us. So please make sure that you reserve the time slot, or that your delivery reserves the time slot, to make sure that all and everything for the stand gets delivered to you. Also, we're making use of a free porter service. For exhibitors who are arriving by car, so other than, for example, the big trucks. And we have this porter service during the decoration periods. These porters, they are recognized by their location, so you can find them on the exits of the parking lots, and they're recognizable by colored shirts. The porter service is free of charge, and they help you to make sure that if you're in a parking spot that's far away from your booth, they help you to get settled and to make sure that you don't have to carry all the load by yourself. Now, looking into Amsterdam Schiphol, this is something that we are aware of, and we wanted you to know that we advise you to book your return flight in case you haven't on Friday the 18th. So just to get you through the most important information, the current travel disruption is a concern. The airport management has stressed that they're working to resolve the complications in processing the number. However, various improvements have yet to have the fully desired effect, and they have apologized in advance, but we did want to make sure that you are ready and set to go. Be aware of potential disruptions. Some of you have already had some. So if we can give you any advice, book your return flight on the 18th. Shipping goods. So we advise you to use DB Schenker to handle all your goods. They are a trusted partner, and they are familiar with our show grounds. All goods will be delivered to the warehouse. It's our, as mentioned, it's our official freight forwarder. It's all in one hand. They know where they're going, and they're very easy to reach. If you have any questions, contact them directly. And if you want to find any other information on DB Schenker, you can find it on the Exhibitor portal. So, getting into the deadline overview, there's a few coming, especially the 17th. There's multiple deadlines. There's 4 in total, which I want to submit by you. It's submitting the stand layout form. The final deadline is the 17th. It's sending the logo for the desk. It's the deadline for building your stand-in-stand construction, to make sure that if you're building a stand-in-stand, make sure that you have your design with us before the 17th. So sending your graphics and logos to Exhibitor Services, this deadline has been changed to the 21st, so that's the final deadline. But then again, it goes in one hand with your stand layout form. And it's about sending your logo onto the carpet tile for the 17th. Now, we have a few other deadlines with discount that's expiring, and there's a last chance to order media solutions or stand staff and security. So these are things we're gradually closing all these topics off to make sure that everything is ready and set to go, but also that you have the best quality show that we can provide for you. Now, who to contact? On the left side, you'll see a picture of our beautiful team, and we're all very much ready to help you and get settled and to answer any questions. This is the MedStraight team, and we have our Exhibitor Services team as well. It's important to know who to contact for which question. So the stand layout form that I've been stressing this meeting, this is an item in which Exhibitor Services can help you. Same goes for graphics and the link that's been sent to the graphics. Anything ordered in or out your stand, so anything webshop related is with Exhibitor Services, and anything with your stand construction, it's with them as well. Early decoration and build-up times, they have to be requested through Exhibitor Services, and extra badges or anything that you need, and meeting rooms can also be done through them. Now, our team, we can help you with stand location, Any questions regarding the Damon eLab? These deadlines have closed and we have all registrations that have come in. The promotions visibility on and offline, the rebook for 2023, and the exhibitor portal if you can't access it or if you have any questions on where to find what information. Thank you. I hope this helped a little bit getting you ready for the show. And I'm actually looking forward to see if there are any questions. Let's see if the Q&A, if there's anything that I can help you with. Let's see. So let's see. So decision about rebooking can be made during the show. So we have our colleagues who are rocking around to make sure that you are already looking into the place that you want to go to, and to make sure that they are that you are ready to go. So in order to, for the graphics, this is a question in order of graphics. Does the wall print get divided into sections? Is it a full wall print? And what is the material? So the graphics, for these questions, I'd like to get you to Exhibitor Services as well. But yes, you see when you enter the graphics into the portal, you can see on both sides where it is and what you should put there as well. Oh, some of you have already filled in the requirements for your stand, but have not received a link for the graphics. This link will come to you 5 days after you've handed in stand layout form. In case you haven't received it, get back to us via Exhibitor Services. What is the time we should leave the exhibition area on the 14th of November? For the 14th of November, the time to leave would be, I'm looking at my colleague as well, I'd say 6 p.m. That is correct. Perfect. Fridges for the Super Yacht Pavilion stand can be ordered through the web shop. Correct. Let's see, see if there's more questions coming in. All right, I think this is it. Don't see any more questions coming in. All right. I see a question coming in from DB Schenker. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one, if that can happen on the Monday. If you've uploaded the stand layout form more than 2 weeks ago, this means I'd advise you to get back into Exhibitor Services and ask them for the link for the graphics. The airport situation, is it industrial action or volume of passengers? I'm not entirely sure. I think it's mostly volume of passengers and the way that Schiphol isn't always able to handle it. It really depends on the days as well and the amount of security staff. So we do hear a lot of sounds that they're getting into this and making sure that they can welcome more passengers along the way every day of the week. All right. Is there any more questions? So I believe this is it. I know my colleague, she's also busy making sure that all the questions are answered to you directly via the chat in case I haven't answered any of them. Thank you so much for being with me today. As mentioned, it's been a full crowd, and I do hope this helped you a little bit getting ready. This recording will be sent to you in the Exhibitor portal. We're going to close this one off for now. If you have any more questions, come and find us through the Exhibitor portal as well. And we'll get to you. If you have more questions, send them in the Q&A, and we'll take some time after this presentation to answer those as well. Thank you. This is me for now. This is it. And see you, hopefully, everyone, in 5 weeks to go.